The Thamos does die in the hands of 3 members of Team Uwu. And here in the middle lane, the Louis is so close to also getting shut down, and successfully the Yisun Shin has knocked out that Louis in the middle lane. But the Heart is now here in the middle lane, getting set up by that Cho. What a nice catch for him.
Yeah, the Loyi used up Purify, but that didn't help. That wasn't enough. And Team SG killed off Loyi, and a follow-up in the mid lane with the Way of the Dragon coming in from Chow, which is actually super good. And right now, we are looking with a comeback. We are looking at an even level playing field with the same tower objectives and the same gold. So, this is actually being a very interesting game for this tournament.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. But here, the Selena gets caught out by that Lowy combo with that X-Borg. Yeah, X-Borg. And here in the middle lane, they want to get this Cho with 4 members of Uwood being very aggressive here. They want to take this tower. They'll take it with a little contest from SCYTHE Gaming, but they do not try to engage this team fight. But the Yisun Shin, so very objective based, getting a second tier in the bottom lane for his team.
A very good counterplay coming in from Yisun Shin. They know that they can't defend a 5-man team going into the mid lane, pushing the tier 3 turret. And that means they have the opportunity to make a play on other lanes, because all of the members from Team Uwu is on the mid lane, and that is exactly what Yisun Shin did on that specific phase of the game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, and that's very smart for him to do, because those are the types of plays that, oh, you think that you would invest in trying to, but he was like, no, I want more map control for my team, so I'm gonna take this tier 2, and that was a better trade for his team rather than just a defense on the first tier here in the blue side. They got a second tier in the bottom lane here, in the X-Borg and the Thamos are going 1v1 with their Harith on the way, but they will disengage in the mid lane though. They want to take this middle tier as well. They try to set up with this Kufra, but there's just so much burst damage coming from Team. Ooh, is he gonna survive this? He does not. The Harith secures the kill onto him, and the Export arrives as well to secure more damage for his team. And in the mid lane, they're not stopping. Team Ooh really wants more kills, and they get a kill onto the Thamos as well, and they will try to take more towers for their team for more map control. But what do you think went wrong there for SG?
They were too aggressive on that one. They want to actually get the tier 3 turret in the mid lane, but they went in too deep, and that made the opportunity for Loyi to give off damage, to give off knock air CC among the enemy team, and Kufra went in as a sacrifice to save them, and that gave Team Uwu 2 kills on their hands and on their sleeves, onto an advantage in the next games and matches to come.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but what happened there right after is our SCYTHE Gaming, they're very objective based. Even though that they lost that previous clash, they just want more objectives, and they got that top tier, second tier as well, and that is really gonna help their team in terms of rotating around the map, and it's gonna limit our Uwu team from even going around the map and trying to execute some plays, especially with this Harith that is very mobile. But if he can't really move around that freely without getting ganked upon aggressively by SG, they're gonna have a difficult time here.
And speaking of objectives, the Lord is now up for any of the teams to actually take. Now, Selena's Abyssal Arrow now actually connecting. Tamus is there to initiate a fight onto Hylos, but this engages right after. Chow is on the top jungle. What is he gonna do when a clash starts? Selena is actually in danger. Harriet goes for the ult, goes for the Chrono Dash, actually putting a massive damage onto Selena. Now we are looking into a huge and massive engagement from both of the teams. And right now, Tamus use of vengeance, but I don't think that is enough. Loyi went in for the CC and knock off coming in from Kufra as well to initiate a fight, trying to save off Tamos, but that wasn't enough as well. Xborg using of the ultimate to produce massive amounts of damage and finishing off Tamos. Now Kufra is the only one remaining for Team SG, and that is a wipeout in favor of Team Ooh.
Yeah, that was a very, very good clash for Team Uwu. The way that they positioned themselves around that last clash was very, very good. Like, they really tried to get the kill onto the Selena. They locked onto her. But though the Harith died though in that game, I think that it was beneficial, very beneficial to them, because they're trying to kick this Lord, but they're very low right now, and the Selena's already here. The Lohi has just arrived using her ulti, gets the kill onto the Selena, but the Yi Sun Shin is the one who secures the Lord.
I really like the ult of Yi Sun Shin there. That Yi Sun Shin ult gave off damage, gave off information. They know that Team Uwu is trying to get a priority onto this Lord, but they also know that Team Uwu has no HP remaining because of the clash that happened before then, before they were taking the Lord, and that gave them the opportunity to actually produce massive amounts of damage and get an advantage onto that fight, wherein Selena took the initiative, killed off Johed, and Yi Sun Shin went in to finish off the Lord and get them the Lord in their favor for this push, for this super minions and the lane aggression.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. And like, although it was a good clash for Team Uwu, that the Lord, which is the really big objective that they were trying to get, they weren't able to take it, and the Yi Sun Shin very objective based there and got the Lord. But the Cho has now died here in the top lane at the hands of 4 members of Team Uwu, and the Thamos really wants to try to take a different tower here in the bottom lane, but they do not successfully take it anymore, so they're trying to get any consolation tower for SG team. The Harith going right into a lot of members of SG, and what a nice set by the Kufra, getting 3 people, and they get 2 kills for the side of SG, and they're getting more. The Thamos very, very aggressive going into the tower, but the Jawhead as well as the Hylos trying to snipe out this Yi Sun Shin, and the Jawhead secures the kill onto him as well.
And that is a 3-4-3 trade-off among both of the teams, wherein attacks and the fighters are left, but Kufra is not done. He goes in and initiated damage outputs and a little bit of trade-offs from Hylos as well. But that was an even level playing field. We saw both of the teams engage. But on the other hand, Team Blue got a tier 2 turret in the mid lane as well. That is map open for their side, for their team, in their favor.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, and I think that Clash really did go more in favor of SCYTHE Gaming, just because I think the Cho, he wasn't in that team fight. He died a little early there, but SG was able to still even out the kills, and here they are trying to get a secure onto the Hylos, but he's a very tanky target. I'm not sure if they really want to try to burst him down. The Cho gets that Way of the Dragon onto him, but the Thamos here in the middle of 5 people, is he gonna survive this onslaught by 5 people? No, he does not. The Hylos still alive with sliver of health, but he does have his immortality to survive. More damage coming from SG here. They want to take this red buff away from Team Uwu, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea to try to overextend, just because they are down 1 member for SG team.
I actually don't like what happened there for Team SG. Kufra wasn't there. Chow initiated a fight with Selena, but they were 2 against 5. Team Uwu were all there all along. They didn't know, and that gave the advantage for Team Uwu to dominate that clash, wherein they did. They took the advantage, they took the initiative to actually get a kill. But now, Selena's going for the Abyssal Arrow as well, but not actually connecting, and disengages for both of the teams.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I have to agree with you in the portion wherein SG wasn't in the best position to engage that team fight. They just maybe they thought that there was just a little bit of miscommunication. Oh, hey, I can set this up for us, and then maybe the other members just weren't ready at that moment. But they do get the Xborg very low right now. He's not dead, but he has a little bit of life only left. But our SG team trying to distract everybody from the Lord taking from our SG side, and they do see Louis here, but our Uwu team knows exactly where they are right now because that Louis play was really good. She used the ultimate to go into the Lord area and spot out where the Yisun Shin was, and here we see that the Hearts got out by 3 members of SG, and he pays with his life as well. And unfortunately for the Louis, though it was a good play, it just so happened that he wasn't able to secure the kill that he needed.
And without securing the kill, Team SG is now going for the Lord and taking it in their favor once again. And that is the second Lord in their favor. Now, the Lord is up for them. The super minions are there to push. 3 inhibitor turrets are only left to defend the base with Team Uwu left on the line. What are they gonna do? That is the question that I want to hear.
That's I'm not sure exactly what's the best way for them to come back from this in terms of Team Uwu. That they do need, though they have this Jawhead, I think this Jawhead can really make or break this game, because if he's able to catch the right target, it's gonna be difficult for SG to have the output damage that they need. So maybe if he does get the Yisun Shin or maybe the Selena to with his skills and gets bursted down right away, our Uwu team will have terms to come back here.
Now they are looking for an inhibitor turret, which they got. Cha went in with a Wave of the Dragon, but a Purify actually went in. Advantage for Luoyi. Now Xborg goes for the ult as well, but Flicker coming in from Chao. And that is a kill coming from Team Uwu. Now we are looking into another fight here on the jungle. Selena is suppressed with the Winter Truncheon, but a stun actually coming in, killing off Selena as well. Now it's a 3v5 situation while the rest of the team is actually defending the inhibitor turret. Now Harriet use off the ult, use off the Chrono Dash to actually deal off massive amounts of damage to Tamus, but that wasn't enough. Yisun Shin comes in for the respawn, and Xborg goes for the ult as well. Harriet went down in the hands of Kufra with the ult coming in again, and Xborg actually falling down in the hands of Jawhead as well. Kufra is the only one remaining for Team SG with a mortality down. That is a finishing blow coming in from Team Uwu.
Yeah, and I think that secures the kill for that Jawhead onto that Kufra there in the top lane. But I think that was the kind of clash that our Uwu team was really looking for. They kailangan nila yun kasi if they did not find a way to set up well for their team, they would have lost their core. But that was a good play by our Uwu team, the way that they spread themselves out in the map and they were able to pincer down our SG team. Even though the Yisun Shin was mostly free hitting there, it really just went in favor of Uwu.
Yeah, and regardless of that one, Team SG got 2 inhibitor turrets in the top lane, in the bot lane. That means a lane advantage for the next phase to come. They have aggression in the top lane and in the bot lane, wherein Team SG can utilize this one and get the last inhibitor turret standing in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's very true. But with the late game already coming in, I think SG might struggle a little bit because this Harith, when fully built, he's very strong in terms of magic damage, as well as like his survivability as a hero because of the shield that he gets with his skills. But we just need a good set for SG so that they can secure this game. But for Team Uwu, they have many ways to come back, with that Louis being able to set up a good position around the map for his team. And here in the bottom lane, the Cho almost getting caught out, but he is able to disengage.
Both of the teams are now preparing to fight in the mid lane, and Team SG is still utilizing this inhibitor turret taken in their favor in the top lane to actually make a push. And Tamos is there, receiving a lot of damage, but with a flicker in coming in from Kufra as well, taking more damage onto Loyi and taking a kill. But that was a 1-for-1 trade-off, and Kufra and Loyi down, and another with the Tamus down as well. Now that is actually interesting in the side of Team SG. I don't know why they did this. That actually meant that two of their tanky heroes were down, was killed in the hands of Team Uwu. I don't know if that was worth it, but this is actually a very interesting play coming in, and Jawhead actually kills a one more in that fight.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if things are really going Scythe Gaming's way from the big advantage that they used to have. We're in this point in the game wherein gold is almost everybody's fully built, so the gold lead isn't that significant anymore, and we see that our Uwu team ready to take this first Lord for their team, and they're able to spot out the Selena. He's a little bit low already, and I think he needs to head back a little bit. Being not at good health, he might just be the key for our Uwu team to actually get the advantage that they need.
Now, is this the objective? Is this the play that they are looking for? The Lord is now active and online in the mid lane, with the super minions coming into play as well. Now, what are they going to do? Is Team Uwu going to act aggressively on this fight? And is Team SG going to act defensively or offensively in this upcoming game?
I think they want to first try to take this Lord down, and they successfully did. And here they're trying to use this Kufra to initiate very well for his team, but the X-Borg being able to secure that, and they do get the kill onto the Lohi Do, and that's 1-for-1 for both teams, but they're being very, very aggressive here for both teams, and they get the kill onto the Jawhead, but he has an immortality pops up, and he does not survive the onslaught from the Cho, and the Harrods going down, as well as the Kufra going down as well, and our Thamos doing a lot of distraction for his team, getting the kills that they need, and I think Scythe Gaming's getting getting this high loss for their last kill, and look at that show preventing this X-Borg from even trying to go down, and he secures the kill as well, and that's a wipe out for Scythe Gaming. And with their Yi Sun-shin alive and they have an incoming wave, they might just try to tower lock this, but the Louis timer, death timer, very, very close.
Now, with everyone done for, Team SG is looking for the base. They don't want more kills. They don't want an advantage. They want to finish this one, and that is a GG well played in favor of Team SG.
Yeah, that was a good clash for SG. The last clash that they had, it just really, really went in favor for them. The high loss, I think, was too late to arrive in that clash, and they just collapsed our Uwu team way too fast, and they couldn't react as fast as they used to, because they were already coming back from this game. Scythe Gaming was really on point almost the whole time, and then they started going down a little bit because of that Louis. I think the Louis being able to set for our Uwu team, but just so happens in that last clash, it was just too much for Uwu to survive, and congratulations to Scythe Gaming. But let's ask some insights from Kaisaya.
Thank you so much, dear casters, KZB and Infinity. You know what? Although we are seeing this trend that there's this double mage type of composition that you can pull off, I feel like there's kind of somehow an expiration for them. Like, for example, if you're already on to the late game time, you know, it's harder to win this kind of comp wherein, you know, they're like 2 glass cannons, wherein yes, they dish out a lot of burst damage, but then again, if your opponent gets a little bit more tankier, and of course they got the damage that they need already, then you will be put in danger. So in any case, well, we've seen so far in 3 matches or in 3 series that we've seen today, that we've had today, that pulled off this kind of comp wherein there's 2 mages. Only one team won or made this comp work, and that's because they won the early game and they finished it early too. But if we try to realize that, or if you reach that point wherein they have expired already, or it's already the late game time, it's so hard to work on. It's so hard to win the match. But I always see that possibility. A while ago, even U was able to almost potentially, end it, right? But it just didn't happen because, for as long as someone goes back alive, and then someone will just try to dash in and burst them down that easily, because then again, they're glass cannon. So I think it's a really interesting match between these two teams. Either could win. This is in the upper bracket, so we'll see more of Team U, regardless if they lost today, and who knows, they'll potentially be able to make a comeback and try to learn that way. If they really want to go for this kind of draft, maybe they'll try to improve that they can finish the game even before mid, or even before that late game time happens. Then again, that was it for our 6 tiers for today. Yes, there you go. That's the 6 tiers today. U versus Scythe Gaming. Scythe Gaming will be moving forward. Oh, what happened to the... Okay, Scythe Gaming will be moving forward to the next round, which is round 5 in the upper bracket. Meanwhile, Team U will just have to fall down in the lower bracket. So you'll see more of U, so don't you worry to the fans of this team. Up next won't be Planet NAMEK Genesis versus the RealNoob, because apparently we are having a hard time contacting RealNoob. So if you guys know this team, let them know that we've been looking for them. We've announced their schedule like super early on, like days ago. But yeah, so I guess the last series that we will be streaming for today will be the Observer versus Grind Esports at 4:30 p.m. For the meantime, we'll just be heading on to a break. Once again, we're hosts and casters. I'm Kaisaya, and I'm with casters KZB and hold on, because this is Infinity's last cast, first and last cast for today. I'm gonna be allowing him to probably, try to promote your SOCMED social media pages.
Hello guys, I'm Infinity, your caster for the game a while ago, wherein we had Team U versus Team Scythe Gaming. So if you guys want to check out my page, you can search for it on Facebook. My name's Infinity. The link is facebook.com/infigg. That's INFIGG. So if you guys want Mobile Legends content or some random content that you may be interested in, please check them out.
Check out Infinity's Facebook page, just like what he have mentioned. And yes, now we'll be heading on to a break. We'll be back after a few minutes break. Thank you.
The strongest ninja has arrived. Ame no Pegasus will destroy you. The ignorant are fearless. Even stronger. All of this you make my shut down.